Shalom. I want to start off by giving all glory, praises, and honor unto Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the brothers that teaching this truth and sincerity. Shalom to the hopeful elect and the 1/3. Alright, today's lesson is actually going to be about this photo I had taken. And what's significant about this photo is that it's right across from where we prophesy in Toronto, right? And so if you can see at the very left in the middle and at the very right in the middle, there's two like figures and they're owls, right? Like a statue. There's two statues of an owl, man. You know what I mean? And we know that through the scriptures that the owl is associated with Molech, man, right? But what's also important about this is that we did not see this maybe a few weeks past, you know what I mean? This is actually a recent thing. These owls weren't always there, all right? So it could be, obviously we're spiritual men, man, so they're probably trying to put curses on us, right? But there's no enchantment against Jacob. You know what I mean? But it just goes to show you that witchcraft and, wickedness is high in all places, man. We're not dealing with, we're on a low vibration. We're dealing with real things, man. Things that you people can't see. Because if you could actually look in the photo, I'm going to zoom in so you can see, right? That's an owl there. And then I'm going to try and zoom in on this here. If you could see, right, these windows, you can't open these windows. So how in the hell would you be able to put an owl there? And why would you put an owl there? What's the point? You could have put it anywhere, right? So obviously somebody had to use a ladder, put one there, you know what I mean? And put one there. And to top it off, man, what they probably did, man, they probably screwed it on, man. So that thing is probably there permanently, So for as long as we're there, that's gonna be there kind of thing, man. So they're trying to show that their powers are working on us and all that, but our power is working. You know what I mean? The fact that they have to go and call upon these gods, man. Yahweh Shai is working, man. You know what I mean? Ultimately, you know what I'm saying, man? But it really goes to show the real witchcraft in all these places, man. I'm going to get this scripture. And it says, this is a precept. This is Numbers 23, man. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what hath Yahweh wrought? All right, now, for the elect, this scripture applies, man. Okay, but obviously the 2/3 and the wicked of our nation, man, this is not applying to them because they're already subdued through Esau's witchcraft, right? You know what I mean? And so in the kingdom, man, this scripture is going to apply to all Israel. As of right now, Lord willing, we're all, if you're listening, myself included, we're of the elect, man. We make it onto a chariot, right? And for salvation, that we have that covering of that no enchantment would be able to affect us, man. Let me see. See if I can get a word enchantment. Text. Con. Yeah, I'm gonna find it right now. I'm gonna play it. Actually, let me go back. Salakia. It says Nakash.
Strong's H 5173. Nachash. Nachash.
Con. So that's the word. Let's see what it goes into. Says says an incantation or augury, right? And that was the definition of it. Could also get into the definition also on Google as well. Can get into that. It says the first definition says a feeling of great pleasure, delight, you know. And then the second says this is probably the most one that relates. It says the state of being under a spell, magic. All right, and as you can see, man, Israel overall is under a deep spell, man. Ultimately, it's of the Most High, but through Esau's witchcraft. But ultimately, we still have to give it to the Most High, man, because the Most High said that He would make Israel grope at noonday. You know what I mean? The Most High said that all these plagues and curses will come upon us, right? Ultimately, but you have Esau here furthering the affliction, all right, and getting real demonic and twisted with his witchcraft, man, all right, and with Molech, man, or Salakia, with this owl, man, it's associated, like I said, associated with Molech, all right, and that Molech was known for what? Witchcraft, man. And the Most High stated that Israel was never, what did I say? Salakia. Molech was associated with what? Child sacrifice. And we're not supposed to be sacrificing our children. We're not supposed to sacrifice any of us, to be honest. All right? But Most High clearly explained for that deity not to do so. Right? Let me read this. This is Leviticus 20:2. It says, again, thou shalt say to the children of Israel, whosoever he be of the children of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn in Israel, that giveth any of his seed unto Molech, he shall surely be put to death. The people of the land shall stone him with stones. All right? So you have, and our people are doing that today, man. When it comes to all types of vain traditions nowadays. Okay? When it comes to Christmas. Okay? When it comes to people celebrating birthdays, your children's birthdays. All right? What does the scripture say, man? A gift, all that type of stuff. Like the scripture says, a gift destroyed the heart, man. When you're giving your children gifts, when they're going to that tree, man, you're pretty much practicing the act of sacrifice. All right? Unto these pagan gods, man. All right? But you people are not understanding of the times, man. You think this is a fable. You don't believe. Ultimately you don't believe. You know, but you don't believe, man. Because the truth is out there. You just choose ignorance. All right? And most side is gonna get you for that, man. this quick strip. Yeah, this is 2nd Esdras 15:4. It says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." Alright? So that's why, man. You people have an idea that you're going off. You just don't care. Right? You see the blessings that you get from this, man. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get into what the owl represented. And it said, what did it say about the owl? This is on the website The Inconspicuous. And it says, the owl, however, is nowhere in connection with what we know about this name. The owl itself is association with wisdom, the knowing of secrets, bringer of ill health, bad luck, destruction, and bad omens. Right? And even when you look at the Bohemian Grove, right, where the elites go and do their sacrifices, man, they have a giant owl, right? And that's what it represents. So if you're knowledge in wickedness, it says the owl itself is associated with knowing of secrets, man. What they practice in the dark, people don't know, man. Like child sacrifice, pedophilia. You people don't really like to bring that to the forefront, man. You people don't understand. You know what I mean? I was watching a movie also yesterday, and it was called The Watchmen, and one of the characters in the movie was called Molech. Now you gotta wonder, why would the director give that name to a specific character? Now keep in mind, this is like a, so not a superhero movie, but you know, it's a DC. It's like based off of DC comics, right? And so with this comic is that they're struggling to find. It's almost like they're struggling to find what's good and what's bad, right? So there's this one character, I forget his name, but he pretty much, the way he speaks, it's like he read the scriptures. He talks about the earth being polluted, how it reeks of whores and liars and politicians. You know what I mean? And so he encounters this Molech character, and Molech was apparently a villain back in the day, right? But if you know the name Molech and what it's associated with, you know that person was definitely down with child sacrifice, man. All right. So they put little bits and tads in these movies, and it actually goes over people's head because they don't actually understand the omens and names and stuff like that, right? And they're pretty much dropping dimes on like what they actually do in in the society, man. Because I always say, art imitates life, man. You know what I mean? So this stuff is really happening. Let me get 2 more scriptures, and I'm gonna close up on that. This is Ephesians 6 and 10. It says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." All right, and that was really the point there, because this is spiritual wickedness in high places, letting you know the level of what we're dealing with, man. Your so-called politicians and all these people that you look up to, man, they get down with this stuff, man. This is how they get their blessings. This is how they get their power. All right, your Doug Ford, your Tom, what's the man? Doug Ford. Who else? John Tory, Mayor of Toronto, right? All these people get down like this, man. You know what I mean? This is how they get their blessings. This is the real God that they serve. All right, they know what they're doing, man. Okay. All right, well, everybody's on lockdown. They're doing their wickedness. You know what I mean? Because we're going into another lockdown right now. Okay. Toronto's going to, or Ontario's going to another lockdown. So what do you think they're doing in the dark when you people don't know when nobody's outside? They're probably telling you to stay inside for a reason. All right, your kids should stay inside. Everybody should stay inside. Your kids might go missing, man. Like I said, they practice child sacrifice. All right, this is not us just talking out of our ass, man. This stuff is really happening. You just don't know. The Most High never gave you the eye to believe and know. You know, and the thing is with us, we only know probably a quarter, not even. We don't know all the wickedness that they're doing behind closed doors. We just got a glimpse, right? It says Deuteronomy 18 and 10 says, "There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or witch." You know, and the main point being your son and daughter's passing through the fire, man. All right, because this is what fuels the society, all this wickedness, man. Pedophilia, child sacrifice, all right, transgenderism, any amount of wickedness is what fuels this place, man. All right, but with that, you know, I'd like to say shalom, and I hope you're edified, and to the next one.